3,000, 6 of us, right? So 500 each plus the 30
Yeah.
for a bonus. So
Yep.
that's probably is. I don't know if there's experience awarded for, say, like now, like the sword and the mace. So were those magic items, or were they just highly crafted items?
Yeah, they were essentially mastercraft items.
Okay,
So yeah.
I was wondering because you just announced that they were +1 in this, and I'm thinking, is it
You say tactical difficulty?
That too.
That's what they called me in college.
Yeesh.
Yeah, they were not very nice to me in college.
They called me
Why?
608 in college, so
That's even worse.
no, that's where that part of my username comes from.
You're just a number now.
That was the
Student
joke.
608.
Yeah, the dean made that joke, and so because we had a new student mailbox system, and he made the joke that I was 608. So for an entire semester, everyone called me 608 because that was my mailbox number.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'd
man.
always wondered where it came from.
Yeah.
Like 007. Hey, man.
I was expecting
I
it
was
to be
608.
area code.
There you go. That's where I was thinking. Area code, yeah.
That's somewhere in Wisconsin, I believe.
Works.
I see.
Test.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh,
I
she
thought
lit up
you-
for a second there.
Oh, you're not hearing me?
There you are.
no,
Now we
yes.
can.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
there
are.
we go.
All right.
Absolutely not hearing you.
Yep.
I had to restart because it decided anytime I clicked on anything in Discord it was gonna give me the spinny joystick of doom.
Oh yeah.
The
Good old Discord.
spinny joystick of doom.
See, Discord could
Yeah,
fix
it's a
problems, but
joystick.
instead they're gonna mess up usernames. So
Yeah, they called me that in college too.
Jesus Christ. Oh gosh. All right, everybody. Let's see. I don't see the video still loading in. All right, cool deal.
Yeah.
I've got a black screen.
Well, pour some more maple syrup in your Canadian router and get
right.
going. Like,
Actually,
Yeah,
that
that's
might
what it
work.
runs
is
on, right?
private.
everything in
needs,
Canada runs on maple syrup. Like,
Oh,
You need some poutine on it.
so speaking of
Extra
Canadian,
gravy.
That's
I
right.
had to deal with a goose today twice.
Oh,
No,
those
no,
things are spawn of the devil.
that is a very Canadian thing to
Oh, you know
deal
what?
with.
There are geese around here having little goslings all over the place, and they're
Yup,
just like blocking
uh-huh.
the roads and stopping traffic left and right.
and it's
That's what
illegal.
it's
It's
like,
illegal to
oh.
do anything about it too. If they're blocking traffic, you just have to stop and wait. Like,
Yeah.
They just strutting back and forth like, that's right, bitches.
yeah. Or they just like to stop in the middle of the road and look at you. Be like,
Yeah, and if you honk at them, they honk back.
yeah, they're angry little shits. Like,
Nothing worse
I
than
don't-
a goose is a swan,
I am not.
because they're just meth geese.
They're
Yeah.
bigger geese.
Meth
is
geese.
basically it.
meth geese, nice.
Meth geese.
Oh,
I can't even access the site.
Yeah, me neither.
what
It
fuck?
says it's taking too long to respond.
Oi, caramba. Oh, let me shut it down again. Like, yeah, Joel, I believe you. Like, all right, hang on. Shut it down again. Sorry, guys.
No.
You will be returned to the server homepage.
Yep.
Will you?
Right. Shut it
The
down.
site
that
can
way.
be reached.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh, I don't think I should be able to see this.
Yeah. Yeah, me either.
The login screen.
The virtual
The-
tabletop configuration and setup.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Install and create worlds. Yeah, this is. I think only you should be able to do this.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Yeah, right?
Too late. I already deleted 3 things.
Well, game over then. All right.
At random.
I just renamed Lady Jumanji.
Oh.
All right.
All
I
right, it's
rebooted-
back up.
or rebooted, refreshed.
Well, I'm on
Yay.
in.
Reload.
Alright.
Hey, join Pathfinder.
It wouldn't be us trying to play a tabletop game if something didn't break occasionally, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And by occasionally, you mean every week.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, it could be worse. It could be Fantasy Grounds just push an update that the game's completely broken. And you just can't play at all. Like,
Ugh.
That's true.
you know, in this case, I just have to reboot the server.
It could be worse than either of those. Could be Roll20.
Oh God.
Hmm.
Oh
Not with anything going wrong. It could just be Roll20.
yeah, Roll20's awful. Like,
Yeah.
I used it one time in a friend's game, and I'm like, this is the worst interface ever.
And you have to pay for everything.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Or we could be running this on Tabletop Simulator.
Oh no.
I'll take lag with an extra side of lag, please. Like,
And don't
I
forget
feel
your
like-
lag.
You guys are leaving out the OG MIRC.
oh God.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Dude, I played a game over AIM before, like, and we just
Text-based.
shared a screen. Like the GM shared his screen, and we just saw shit, and it was just like, yeah, I want to move here. Like,
Text-based, play
Jeez.
by email, mud.
I've done that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
ooh.
That's actually how I started out with Star Trek.
Oh, that
Play-by
was
emails.
so common for that, yeah. Like, play by post is bad enough. Play by email.
Oh god.
You get like one action a week.
You guys limited actions? Oh god. Although that probably made it easier to keep up with.
It was both better and worse at the same time.
And there was always the people who would write a novel every week.
Mm-hmm. No, you're a level 1 character. Your backstory cannot include single-handedly killing several dragons.
But he had a whole week.
And also, his parents died in the worst way possible?
Mhm,
No,
mhm.
I don't care what happened to your parents. Worse than that.
They were eaten by dragons.
Which he subsequently killed. Subsequently. Words are hard.
Only to
They
find out
were-
one of the dragons was his parents.
I was
Oh,
going to say,
that's
yeah,
the
they were
twist.
polymorphed into dragons, which he then killed, thinking they had killed his parents.
I'm seeing dots popping up here. Like,
Oh,
I have a
I'm not-
background.
there you go. Progress. Progress. Yeah.
Yes,
This
now-
thing needs some sort of progress bar on the loading screen on my end.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need to
Yeah.
go through and prune out some modules and stuff, and that'll help with the load time. It's
I like
just
that it does actually have a loading bar, but only like after everything's loaded. It just gets across real quick.
That's
Well,
true.
I hear
Yes,
you.
yes, it does.
Yeah,
You
but
I'm
thought
not
I'd
seeing that
frozen,
anytime
but
soon.
I was actually loading.
Because I have no idea what it's doing, if it's doing anything.
Reminds me of the days of
hold on.
programming in C. It'll just
There
do
we
it,
go.
but if you
I'm
don't
in.
make it say anything back. Oof.
I've been doing SQL lately, and it's just like,
Oh.
well, I mean, the query might have run, like, maybe.
I watched a TED Talk recently about how
Oh.
loading bars are generally false anyway.
Oh yeah,
They're just
yeah.
there to make you. It's a psychological thing. They don't actually.
I just want the loading bar to know it's doing something.
Right.
It's not just
That it
frozen.
has a-
Yes.
I'm just glad we
because
don't
I
have
know
the
they're
window-
not real.
Oh, there it is. I'm just glad we don't
But
have the
I know
Windows
when it
3.1
stops.
loading bar, where it's like 30 seconds, 52 years, 10 minutes.
I will say
I
that
think-
loading bars are more real than the buttons that you push at the crosswalk. Most of those aren't wired.
Totally fake, yeah.
Yep.
That
Same
sounds
with
like
the-
Texas.
Same with the closed door.
That's
here.
everywhere.
No, that's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's more fun to make fun of Texas, so you know.
The closed door
You know,
button on
I
elevator,
don't-
same thing. They don't do anything.
We got
I
everybody's
don't think my
dots, it
city
looks
has
like.
a.
Yep,
I
see
don't have a
6.
crosswalk here.
All right.
You don't
It's not one
How
with
do
a
you know
light.
your fucking
It's
rules?
because you have one street, J Dubs, and it's a dirt road.
It's
What is
paved
happening?
mostly.
It's based
In
on the important
peers?
bit.
All right. Okay.
I'm loading in.
You're still loading?
Joke's on us. He lives in Centralia.
I've got a
It
loading
is
bar now.
paved, but he's not supposed to be there.
Joel, I'm seriously, I'm gonna need you to like top off the maple syrup in your router already. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, I can see.
Yay! Huzzah! All right, good deal. Okay, doke. So everybody, go ahead and heal yourselves first of all, because it's been overnight. So you've had time to rest, recuperate, do all your daily prep buttons and whatnot. You know,
Rest
restore
for
your
the night.
spells.
How do I do that? How do I restore 'em?
There's a
What-
bed on your character sheet.
Yep. It's a bed, and I think it looks like a cup of coffee on your character sheet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I went to bed 3 times now, looks like. That
Do you want to consume a
No.
ration?
Yes, you do. Actually, no, you don't. No, you don't. Never mind. Sorry.
Goes off.
Because
Wait, we're not
yeah.
being fed? What the
I mean, to be fair, you guys did.
The host
rob
is
her,
the shit.
You know?
Kill a bunch
I
of
would like to
assassins, then
memorize
we would give
all
us
my
press list? What the fuck?
Well, I think I may have clicked yes on that ration thing.
Don't worry
Let me
about it.
double check. Okay.
I wasn't asked if I wanted to have a ration.
Yeah, you already cooked,
Did
dude.
I?
Oh, that's okay. If you
make
do the
those-
coffee cup,
Yeah.
Okay.
you get a ration. If you do the bed, you just rest.
Yeah, you just sleep. Yep. That button's there for just like, you're resting, and then the other button's
Yeah.
for just like all your daily preparations. So
Right.
Yep.
Because that let me reset chum and reset my reagents.
Chubb has made no changes during their daily preparations. You didn't even need to know about it, really. Fair enough. All right, there you go. All
That's
right.
fantastic.
Love it. Okay. All right. So when you guys left off, you had just dealt with quite the crowd of assassins, a ogre, and a already bleeding Jotun. And when you eventually took them all down, you took one assassin prisoner, and at that time, Lady Jumanji, or Lady Jumanji, as her Discord has already renamed her, and Iosef came out of the stairwell where they were safe upstairs, and she thanked you for saving everybody. And the other group, the other NPCs, they came out of the other hallway where they had significantly fewer assassins to deal with, and were generally impressed by the fact that you guys took down a Jotun and 2.5 assassins in this room, and they don't know your body count in the other rooms. So,
When you say half, is there like half of a body somewhere?
you didn't quite kill the one that you took captured. So he's just getting counted. As
Oh,
half.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just worried that we
You
had like
might be missing a
cut a
finger
dude
or
in
two.
half and
I mean, Chop
I
definitely
did cut several
somebody
dudes
in
in half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chop cut several people in half, but they didn't quite live. So,
okay.
I
I hope not.
we're not that far into the game yet. The old
Keep it
chores
right
haven't shown up, so
Gotcha.
all right. So when that all happens, Jumanji thanks you, and she lets you all go off to bed to rest and to come back in the early morning, right about afternoon, to talk about getting your charter and to begin your adventure into the Stolen Lands. Whew, gosh. All right, so and that's where we find ourselves. You guys come into the Great Hall, and there are a few people that you don't recognize because they showed up this morning, because they're lazy nobles, and that's their thing. So, they were not here for the action. And then they're on the tables where everybody's sitting and where you guys are set up to sit. There are piles of breakfast goods, so sausage, various eggs, steak, potatoes, vegetables, whatever you want. The food is there for your breakfast, and you're allowed to do that. And Jumanji nods at you, and says, "Go ahead," and you guys spend time eating breakfast, and you're officially fed. So at that point, let me scroll back in my PDF here because this thing is very oddly put together.
I think I'm going to have fried plantains with some cinnamon.
Zork is much less discriminate. He's
I like
just
those,
shoveling
Chief.
whatever.
Paku is exactly the same way. He grew up around coffins.
So he doesn't eat like a bird?
But, what do you think birds eat?
Everything, anything.
Anything, yeah.
Crows eat anything. And
Yeah.
Paku looks very crow.
I've seen chickens eat styrofoam, so yeah, they'll eat anything.
Okay. That, and then
Ren will take a selection of fruit.
fantastic.
Ramil's mostly going for potatoes.
Fucking hells.
The potatoes.
Sausage and eggs, always.
Hey, where did I save that picture to? Do.
So why just potatoes?
That's
It's an elf thing. Don't worry about it.
He
They're
likes
secretly
potatoes.
Irish.
Yeah.
Carb heavy diet.
His potatoes are from under the ground, just like elves.
Can I lore check that?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not playing Elon. Forget that.
And fourth wall broken. and the
What
fifth
fourth
wall,
wall?
the fourth wall, the fifth wall, and the sixth wall.
There's a sixth one.
No high score.
So I'm really hoping this house has load-bearing pillars.
You know, I survived an ogre smashing the walls. Speaking of which, one thing you guys have noticed on your way out, that the remainder of Jumandi's servants are ridiculously good at their jobs. Like, there is not a speck of blood to be found. All of Chop's stomping when he was raging has all been patched up and fixed. The wall that the ogre smashed into is fixed. Like, they even replaced the table that the Jotun threw at your guys' door. Like,
Wow.
Obviously, she didn't hire these assassins because she has actual money, unlike these assassins.
yeah, exactly.
Whoever
So,
hired them was cheaping out.
yeah.
Magic.
Do wonder what
Pretty
kind of
much.
parties she throws to have spare tables laying around. Makes me a bit
Oh.
sad I haven't been invited to one yet.
There's a table gap.
Spare tables. Like, yep, tables, benches, you know. All right.
What if we smash the table right now?
I mean,
Look, Bad, let's not smash this table. Or any in this room.
Yet.
In fact, if it belongs to the lady, we won't smash it.
Maybe they magic
At least while she's
tables.
looking.
alrighty. Okay,
Tell you what, if we find any sort of villain thereabout in the stolen lands, I will let you set yourself upon each and every one of their tables.
All right. Okay. And at that, Jumanji stands up and she taps her spoon on her glass. Looks like she was drinking orange juice. You know, it's very fancy, light.
Little mimosa.
Yeah. Yes, yes, a mimosa because her manor got attacked last night and she needs alcohol at 10 o'clock in the morning. So
Damn straight.
I think, to be fair, who doesn't need alcohol at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Orange juice in it, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So she looks around. She goes, first of all, I'd like to thank those of you who helped defeat the Black Tears last night. It's obvious that somebody doesn't like our plans to settle the stolen lands. Well, we're not so easily dissuaded, are we? I say no. And this morning, I would like to issue formal charters to all of you to begin exploring the stolen lands and to make them safe for tomorrow's settlers.
Start banging on the table. Bang, 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 bang. Like that old clapping on the table.
There you go. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. And some of the other NPCs take up the, the cheers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud. Yes.
Right. And so she goes, the first charter we'd like to be bequeathed goes to Baron Hannes Drelev. As per our previous discussions, your charter is one of the specific importance for Brevoy. Securing the southern trade routes along the East Selin River and establishing a base for merchant caravans and barges alike is of the utmost importance. Hook Tongue Slough will be your base of operations. So he walks up. This gentleman right over here, he's a snooty little guy. You can tell he barely touched breakfast. He was kind of picking at it. So he walks up.
It's a shame, really. The food was real good.
What was his name?
Does anybody want to tell Zork?
I don't even know your names.
Fair enough.
All right, so he walks up and he gives the slightest of bows. It's more of a nod. And he walks away and he's just kind of sneering as he does. And he doesn't even stay. Like, he gets his charter and he just leaves. Like, oh, there's a dead guard still out there. Fantastic. There we go.
He just steps over him.
Yeah, so he gets his charter and he just fucks right off. Like,
What a snooty bastard.
yes. Second of all, Mager Varn, your father Androth has long been a faithful friend. Your charter assigns you to Nomen Heights to establish a town with the Varnling host. In time, we hope to establish an Eldori dueling school there. But in the more immediate future, we ask you to broker an alliance with the Nomen centaurs who roam the region. I trust you and your fellows are up to the task. And he just walks up, and he goes and gets his charter. And let's see, as he's going to leave, he stepped over by your table. He says, once you get established, I would love to have you come visit so we can set up trade relations. Good luck. And he swishes his cape and he walks off.
Quite kind of you. Thank
What
you.
a polite fellow.
Yeah,
I
which
like
is-
that one.
This guy.
Let's kill him last.
Oh my.
He looks like a sucker.
Say, and at the same time, this person's supposed to be over here because she's with those people. She just showed
Look
up
at
late.
Those people.
Oh, she's the creepy one.
Those looking at it. I poke at the elf.
The other elf in the room.
Yep.
Why
Why
Elf
isn't
is
our
so
accessory
snooty.
with us? That's my question.
A what?
Yeah.
Our criminal accessory.
Oh.
halfling.
Yeah, what's
I mean, do you guys want her to come with you? Because she can.
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
She's pretty cool.
I mean, we
Yeah.
did bribe her also.
Fair enough.
Also,
We
Her
don't want
height
our
is
loose
super cool.
ends
right.
too far away.
Yes.
We like to keep our potential witnesses near us. Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. All right. And with that in mind, she looks to both the groups at the remaining tables. She goes, and last but certainly not least, last night's heroes. First, I want to thank you again for risking your life to help defend my manor. The courage, gumption, and skill you displayed will take you far, I suspect. For your charters, we're asking you to travel to the southwest into the region known as the Greenbelt, a swath of wildlands that include the forest known as Gnarl Marches and the hill country of the Kame Lands. We've heard that the bandits have grown particularly aggressive in the Greenbelt, and they need to be stopped before anyone safely settles in the region. A small trading post in the Rosslyn hinterlands has been particularly hard hit. I suggest starting there. Once the bandits have been dealt with, we will be ready to bequeath to you more permanent charters to settle the land and establish a government of your own. And let's see. Will one of you come and collect your charter, please?
I
I
poke at the
will.
elf.
Oh,
Zork goes up, and the other
She-
elf from the other group also walks up, and she hands.
Yeah, miss their chance.
Hey there.
And real quick,
I just want everyone to know that Chop has a gigantic milk mustache right now.
fantastic. Fantastic. All right, give me 1 sec here. There's something about blah blah blah.
Whoa.
Not important. Oakley dokely. Yeah, come on, wrong page. There we go. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and show you guys your charter. Show players. There you go.
Be it known that the bearer of this charter has been charged by the Sword Lords of Restov, acting upon the greater good and authority vested within them by the office of the Lord Mayor of Restov, the right of exploration and travel within the wilderness region known as Restov's hinterlands and the Green Belt. Exploration should be limited to an area west and south of Oleg's trading post, no further than the banks of the Shrike and Skunk Rivers. The carrier of this charter should strive against banditry and other unlawful behavior to be encountered. The punishment for unrepentant banditry remains, as always, execution by sword or rope. And Aramil at that turns his eyes directly at Tartuccio. So witnessed on his 24th day of Calistry under watchful eye of the Lordship of Restov.
Tartuccio just kind of stares you down. He doesn't care like what you think of him.
That sounds directly in character.
Yeah.
It doesn't mention by magic, but I'm hoping that it's included.
Yeah, I have an
That's-
axe, not a sword.
Jamandi overhears your conversation. She goes, "Yes, it's just formal wording. By the sword means just general death. Kill them, whatever means strikes your fancy. They just need to be put down."
Ah,
Oh, that's not for us. Oh, good.
Do it.
to the wheel then.
General death. Fantastic.
That's what they called me in college.
General death. Very nice.
I didn't even know you
Not
went to
really.
high
It was a
school.
culinary school.
Well, how do you think the poor animals make it upon your plate, sir?
General death.
General death.
There you go.
Oh, jeez. All right. Let's see here. I was hoping I could just quickly change the calendar here, but apparently not.
You have to
whatever.
let it tick in real time.
I guess, yeah. All right. I could sit there and click the button for a while and get it to the right month eventually. But
Insert Batman, like do. Now it's raining. Great.
Yay, rain.
interesting. Okay.
Inside.
I didn't notice there wasn't a roof before.
That's a lot of privately
You
rolled dice.
broke the sixth wall.
Oh gosh. All right. We're just skipping all of that. Just ignore anything that just happened because I clicked a button to reset the clock. All right. Effect controls.
All right, now-
Let's see here.
Will, as just a general question, will we have access
Oh.
to this charter through our interface?
Yeah, I'll be able to give it to you guys. No worries.
Okay.
All right. Okay, the rain clears
So I don't
up. And
have to
it's
copy it
daytime
down.
again. Yeah, no.
It might be in the journals tab. But
I can't read anyway.
no, it's not in the journals tab. But do your thing first. That's a detail.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that in mind, Jamandi says, "Go ahead. You may continue to eat and drink as you'd like. Take your ease, and when you are ready to leave, you are good to go at any time." So at that point, Lindsay burps very loudly for a halfling, and she walks over to your guys' table and she goes, "Hey, is it all right if I come with you?"
Please,
Of
welcome.
course.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
more the merrier.
Best one you have.
I have a silly question. The other table, do they have the same charter as we do?
Yes, they're just going to be in a different area in the same region. So,
Oh,
yes.
okay. So we're not overlapping. So
Yet.
are they direct competition?
You're all
Not
you're
yet.
all in the employ of Brevoy and the Restovians. So it's not competition in a sense.
Ah, all right.
It's competition, you know?
She
Thor
literally
puts his dagger back in its sheath.
she quite literally raises her hands and she does air quotes. She goes, "It's competition."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So suddenly I get it.
Yeah.
Come little one, have a drink.
And when honestly, when you guys say yes, she goes and hops up on the bench behind you and jumps up onto Chop's shoulder, because she's small enough to ride Chop. Not
He's
that
our
way, you
chopper.
pervert.
Raising.
Boom, phrasing.
Oh, I was just picturing him taking the shape of a motorcycle
Mhm.
A chopsicle.
Yes, that's totally what he meant.
That's her.
Motorcycle
That's
for
her
chopper
chopper.
derby.
No,
Pulp Fiction.
she just
Chopper.
rides on Chop's shoulder. That's not in the way of him pulling his axe. Like, she goes, I hope you don't mind. My legs get tired.
I give her a cupcake.
I hand them a glass
Ooh.
of wine or a cup of wine.
Fantastic. All right. So let's see here. We are going to go ahead and switch to the Stolen Lands map. Why is it raining? Stop raining.
It could be
Oh,
raining.
gray for me.
It's loading.
It's Canada.
Oh, it's loading.
Yep.
Are we gonna time skip to be there? Because if we are, can I say that we introduce each other to each other on the way?
So you
I
guys
thought we were
actually,
traveling together beforehand.
yeah, you guys all do
Oh,
know each
okay.
other. It's just
Okay.
Chop just
Ooh.
doesn't know your names because he's Chop. Like-
I'm just dumb. Yeah.
Paco understands this.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. As soon as the map loads for everybody, it's a big map. Like it's a big fancy map.
98%.
The
Still
hands
98%.
right and the
So, is the lady Jumanji providing us with like wagons or rations, or
Yes.
is she just giving us a piece of paper saying "get out"?
Yeah. Actually, I screwed up because there was supposed to be a chest that you guys get to look at. Wow. Game, please load. All right, come on.
It's raining again.
on the map.
Hopefully, it's not the chest we looted.
No, it's not.
Christmas game early.
Rain, please, like
What
go
is this
away.
Christmas?
There we go. Stop raining.
Okay, so
Good lord. Okay, so you guys are in the upper right corner, near Restov. So that is where Jamondi's manor is.
okay.
So
I
I'm
remember
looking-
something about the Shrike River being one of our borders and
Yep.
Oleg's trading post being the corner.
And something about
And
a
that we should
stinky
start
river.
there.
to the east and the south of Oleg's trading post. That's where you should go. And then the Shrike River and the Skunk
Skunk.
River was the other one.
But I don't see Skunk River on here anywhere.
Should be around your side.
I know the Noro Marches and the Kamehameha lands.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this whole general area south of Oleg's trading post is for you guys
Okay.
and the other party.
All right.
NPCs. So,
Cool.
and yeah, so as you guys do leave, as you leave eventually, there is a wagon and some horses waiting for you.
Oh, whoa, hold on. I didn't know there'd be horses.
Perfect.
them away
My
from me.
favorite enemy.
Then you can ride in the wagon.
Or walk.
Zork tries his best to avoid the notice of the horses.
Chop has to ride in the wagon as well. He's too big for horses.
Oh, man.
Lily will ride a horse if there's one available.
So, Zork, you failed the
So
stealth
right.
check against the horses, and one
Oh,
of them
great.
snorts at you. Because it senses your fear.
Don't spook.
Zork
the
wets himself. I have learned in Pathfinder, horses will go out of their way to kill goblins.
Well, these horses are trained, so no worries.
Okay,
Trained to kill
that doesn't-
goblins.
Yeah, Zork doesn't know that. He is terrified beyond imagination.
See, the guard the guard with the horses, who's just kind of keeping them in place, goes, "They're not going to hurt you, Master Goblin. They're well trained horses. They're not trained to kill goblins."
Come, Bukrita.
Is
We
any
will-
horse
we will
trained to?
write
They're
it
just
in the back.
naturally good at it.
Come, Bukrita. We're right in the back. Horses don't like birds. I scare them. I squawk at a horse.
So, Zork crawls into the back of the wagon, kind of curled up in the fetal position.
Gosh. Alright, hang on. Wagon, token. Yeah, it's an NPC. Bum, bum, bum. Let's make a token for the wagon because I can.
Yay!
Ray tokens.
I don't know anything about this area.
Cool.
As Paku was mentioning horses not liking birds, she looks to him and says, "And how do you feel about foxes?"
Meh. We have
Meh.
similar diets.
Eggs?
Sure.
All right.
That over here. Delete that. Okay. Oh, trying to do, but that'll work. Apply the token. Right. And here's our wagon. Let me shrink.
Woo!
Yay!
Yeehaw!
Oh god, it's getting smaller. Everyone get out before it crushes you.
Oh, I'm sick now.
All right. Settle down there, children. Like, we'll turn this wagon around and go home. Like,
Exactly. Don't make me turn this wagon around.
Okie doke. So, yes, you guys get Lindsay in your party. So let me. Yeah, she's fine.
And she's a bard, so that means we got free entertainment.
Yeah, she is a bard, isn't she?
Yep.
All right. It's a good thing I made her token. Okay. Yeah, so she climbs up in the wagon too. And is anybody going to be the one who's driving the horses?
Ariel might as well.
I'll sit up front with the elf.
See how the elf likes the horses? Can't be trusted, that one. I say to Zork.
Oh my god.
Zork can't hear you. His teeth are chattering too loudly.
Oh my gosh. All right. Fantastic.
If it's horses pulling a wagon, Chop might walk.
Yeah, I mean, you're
All
more
right,
than welcome to
forward.
walk or to take a ride
Yeah.
in the wagon as you need to. Like,
Maximum warp.
okie doke. Yeah, and honestly, there's a bunch of goods in the back of the wagon. There's some rations that will last a couple of weeks. There's mostly salted meat and hardtack
Oh
bread.
no, I got good rations. That
Well, the ones
matters.
that she sends you with. It's mostly just
You
like
also have
long-term
horse.
food. So yes, you do have
I have a
4
bar of
horses.
soap
Oh my
that I am not sharing.
It's all right. But Chop and Zork are probably allergic to soap. So,
Yes.
What is soap?
Exactly.
And
What does
that's
that
why I'm
do?
sitting by the elf.
Not good eating, unfortunately.
It tastes funny.
It is funny.
God. All right. Okay. So hang on a second. Just gonna scroll down a little bit here.
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Do, 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 do.
All right. So,
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
yeah. So your wagon starts heading off. And you make pretty good time. You stop by the small town of the hell's that called? Hang on. Nivacta's Crossing. And if you'd like, you guys can get out and talk to some of the people, or you can just continue on. It's up to you.
What's our rate of travel here? How many of these hexes are we going to make in a day?
That's a very good question.
Yep. Hang on.
That's in the here. I'll help
Speed.
because
I got it.
I've seen this before. Game mastery. Rules. Screen. Exploration activities.
At the speed of the slowest pulling creature, so it's horses. Okay. Pathfinder 2. Ah, gosh. Horse speed. Okay.
I bought cookware.
All right. So horse travels 40 feet. How big the hexes are. These.
That'd be per turn, though, right? Not per day. 40
No,
feet in a day
course,
is
yeah.
like.
Somebody force.
Yeah, no, it's 40 feet of movement per turn, but just like I'm just gonna multiply that by n amount. Like,
So I found the table.
Okay.
You said 40? That is 32 miles a day.
For a horse pulling a wagon on a road?
If you want to do half that because it's pulling, or 30, that would be 24 to 16.
It's 4 horses pulling the wagon, so
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you for the speed that they're going full out. I mean, I wouldn't make them go full out. They can go half speed by.
yeah, no, they're not in any hurry. Like
No.
they're not gonna kill themselves for the sake of getting you guys to your your home a little your new home a little faster.
And
I'm
then
not
we have
against it.
Here, I'm gonna put this in here because we also have a bunch of activities as players can do while we're traveling.
Woo!
Here are the will sets.
Exploration mode, yes, that's what I was looking for. Fantastic.
So
All
32
right.
miles a day with 4 horses pulling the wagon, we shouldn't really be encumbered or slowed down. How big is the hex?
That's what I was trying to
Yeah, that's
find out.
what I'm trying to
Yeah.
find out. Yeah. I think that's more of like determined by the map. I have no idea. This map even have
Right, right. Yeah,
a,
he's
map might
I'm
actually
sure
have
he's gotta look at it.
a scale on it. Hold on.
Maybe I didn't see one, but
I got one
It's right
down
here in
here.
the edge.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
So
Yeah.
one hex looks like
Probably not
about
quite the hexes.
12 miles. If we're moving half speed, we can move about looks like 2 hexes about at half
Okay.
speed.
Per day?
Yeah, we'll call it 2 hexes per day, assuming the weather's clear.
Right.
know.
With probably a break at some point during the day. You're not going
Yeah.
to ride for 24 hours straight. So,
Right.
In that case, I would like to get some information on like where the bandit attacks seem to be more frequent. That way we can kind of prepare more
Okay.
right.
or have
Well,
an idea of where to search around.
we've got this little town where it's passing through here. And then looks like we've got Fort Sirenko. So we can, obviously we stop there because that's kind of on the edge of our area, right?
Yeah.
This little upside down rectangle between these rivers, and then obviously we'd have to go to the trading post because that's probably going to be our base of operations, right? That or the fort.
I
Once we
imagine
get
the
over here.
trading post.
Yeah, I
Or
want
the
to.
other town that we're trying to save.
Yeah.
But hey, man, trading posts, we have money in our pocket.
Yeah, I don't see that other town on the map in our area. But
It's if you
The
just
trading
think
post is the place
west.
she wanted us to start.
yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
the
yeah, I
trading
see
post.
that.
Yeah, that's the one I meant.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if this
So-
town has anything for trade. I guess
That's
we can investigate our surroundings here. I don't know.
Yeah, well, again, like she said,
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah,
talk
mostly.
because you want to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to find out like where they've heard of bandit issues. Is there anything that they need traded with them? That way, if we find a source for that.
So you
We
can
can-
use any skill that has recalled knowledge.
no,
help
just stop
people.
for a sec, Top. Hang on. There's specific skills that I'm gonna have you guys do.
Right.
So it's a diplomacy check in this case to talk to the people in the Navajas Crossing, and you get a +2 bonus to it because they're a bunch of gossips. So there you go.
So modifier circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you roll, we'll just do a +2
Uh.
to it, or you can do a +2 in the dice roller thing down there.
Okay, hang on. Plus
I need to find that dice or ruler thing. That's so
add?
useful.
It's
What?
So I'm just while they're doing that, Chop's out trying to buy some cooking stuff. So he's like, I just bought some flour. I'm looking for salt, and stuff like that as well.
give
And
me
Lily
one-
will see whatever religious dwellings are here and snoop around and ask questions there about the bandit attacks with the local clergy.
So give me 1 sec here to handle Ren's attempt to rat. Yeah.
Haku's going to observe interesting individuals who seem to be afraid of us.
Zork is scared of leaving the cart because of the horses, so he's staying inside and looking over the ledgers we stole from Lady Jamundi.
Okay. There's not much to those ledgers. It's literally just her employees and the days that they got paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots
So
of fight.
Ren, you do end up hearing a few things here about how bandits are not the only things in the Kami lands that are causing trouble. There's kobolds and gremlins living in the hills as well. They're not as much trouble as the bandits, but they certainly make the idea of settling the land a little bit less attractive. And then, because you rolled so damn good, let's see here. That's interesting. You do hear about also that Brieg or Lavanche, a foul-mannered trapper, has been missing for some time. They say he gave up trapping and joined a bandit camp hidden at the head of the Thorn River. So yeah, they got a few rumors, but it's mostly just stray information because they don't live in the Kami lands or the Null Marches. They're just kind of here at the edge of Restov. So they just catch the occasional word from people who travel, and how that kind of shit goes. So
I'm just looking for breadcrumbs so I know where to search when we get to Fort Serenko.
All right, and let's see here. Chop, go ahead and give me a survival check for your shopping. Just want to see if you actually find what you're looking for.
Survival check for shopping.
Oof.
I did not.
Yeah, you don't find any salt. You do find flour. Because as you were walking around, you bumped into a stall that had flour and knocked a bag off, and it exploded in the
Sorry.
cloud. So you have to pay for that, and then you can also buy another bag of flour. So,
Okay.
yep. So there you
Uh,
go.
Could you do me a favor and type out the guy who's missing's name in chat somewhere so I can write it down? Because that was a. Here, there we go.
Your Zen wagon
Oh,
just
I
told
almost spelled it right.
it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So that's effectively all you kind of find out. They're generally useless, but who else was doing? Lily, you were
Clergy.
looking for clergy. Yes. You don't really find any. It's a rather small town. I mean, there's, like a small little church, but it's not much of a church. It's mostly just a bunch of altars where people can go and, pray to their various gods. There's nobody manning it. It's just a room filled with various altars. So,
When I go and see that, is there anybody in there at all?
um,
And can I tell what deity it is to? Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
you're good. No worries. All right. Well, it's looking for is just not here. Because of course it isn't. I find something for the various gods that are prevalent for this area, but the book is failing me. So let's see here. What the hell? I remember seeing that in the player's guide. Are you telling me it's not in? Um, player's guide.
Let's see. On page 7 on the player's handout thing, under skills and feats, they list a handful of deities that are important for the area. There.
Thank you. Yeah. So
I don't know why it's under skills and feats.
yeah, because reasons. Yeah.
They're recommending lores. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you find the typical altars: Callistra, Caden, Calain, Desna, Aristol, Gorum, Gazra, and Shellen. And those are pretty much it. These are very basic people. So they have the very basic gods of the area.
Sure.
Yeah.
If there's not anyone in there
Mhm.
at the moment, when I get in there, then I will just say a quick prayer to my God and return to the wagon.
Okay, and there does happen to be an altar for Aristol there. So yeah, you can do so. And yeah, you don't really feel anything in response. But
That's fine.
except the budding warmth that comes with, praying to your god. So
Absolutely.
there we go. Okale dokale then. All right. And anybody else want to do anything in Navocta's Crossing?
I was just gonna check for any kind of interesting individuals who are either a little intimidated by or acting fishy around us.
Not really. They're all just a bunch of gossips. So a lot of them are like asking if you've heard any news, but they're just farmers, miners, the general boring people of the world.
Cool.
Time of day, please.
Early morning. Well, no, you guys have been traveling for a few hours, so
Did we leave the
mid-afternoon?
same day as we got our charter?
Yeah, I was getting there. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah. It's mid-afternoon. You can kind of see some dusk on the horizon. So, but so yeah, you guys can do a little bit more traveling here, and take turns napping in the cart if you'd like, and carry on.
I
into
say
the
let
next day.
the elf nap first, and then make him, drive through the night.
That's good. All right.
I didn't know elves sleep.
Actually, do elves sleep in Pathfinder?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm just like I can't remember if they're like elves who just
Elf.
Yeah, they just elf normally.
They just rest their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do any of the rest of us have horses aside from the 4 that are pulling wagon?
No.
All right, so we're all either walking or in the wagon, basically.
Yep, pretty much.
All right.
Yep, no. Doke.
Are we moving during darkness?
They do sleep.
Okay. Do you want to travel in darkness, or do you just
No,
wanna
horses
camp?
need to rest.
I think we should camp.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Agreed.
Chicago, stop.
If we can't, can I
Hang on, be right back.
good. We'll say investigate our area before we make camp.
Right.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, honestly, I think we could just camp right on the side of the road.
Right, but I'm still gonna investigate.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Do we
But
have
we don't.
like Do we have like a hunter in the party, like somebody who can round up
Technically, me.
some?
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually can. I have trained survival skill, which I think is kind of like in Pathfinders being able to go
Yeah,
out and shoot game.
I
Yeah.
have both trained survival and trained society, which is helping to find places to eat and investigate our areas.
Yes, me too.
Is it subsist? Hold on. Subsist, I believe, is what we're looking
Yeah,
for.
and that's exactly subsist is exactly the skill. But that's for like food stuff. What I'm trying to do is like
Right.
make sure we're not getting ambushed.
All right.
Not
right.
that I think we would or wouldn't, but who knows? Assassins try to kill us, so
Sure.
my character is naturally very suspicious.
Okay, sorry guys, I had to step away.
All right.
Fucking trash pickup people just made a whole crap ton of noise, scared the hell out of my dog who's got a hurt paw right now. So you know,
Oh,
just like for fuck's
poor
sake.
baby.
Thank
Yeah.
Pretty late to be picking up trash.
Oh, they do it at this time every day. Or
Oh,
most of the days.
bullshit.
It's for the apartment complex trash pickup. So
Ah.
Oh, at least they
Yeah.
do it for you. That's cool.
yeah, I mean, I pay them way more money than it's worth, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So
It is nice though. I lived in an apartment like that for like 2 years, so you just walk down and throw your trash in the dumpster,
Mm.
but you do pay for it. So anyway, let's roll.
okay, yeah. So you guys are going to camp and just.
I wanted to investigate our area. I want to make sure we're not ambushed.
I'm going to make some food.
Yeah, you're.
Here's a question. Do I revert to fox form when I sleep?
Oh, that is a good question.
I don't know. Do you? Are you trained enough in your form to maintain it while you sleep, or no?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Well, what would you like? Would you like to revert or no?
I figure it's kind of a like what you are is what you are until you're not.
Okay, works for me. I'm not picky. I'm not picky about it. Yeah. Sec here. Hang on.
Yeah, you can remain in your alternate form indefinitely.
Fantastic.
So technically, it's a concentrate action. So somebody can hit you hard enough to go put you back into fox form.
Huh.
That's a
is.
surprise for them.
I'll be careful.
So as they're like setting up camp, run
Lily will help.
decide.
Lily help Chop get a fire started so he can get cooking.
Yeah, we need some meat for the stew.
We got horse.
We're not eating
Also,
our horses.
You
We
have
need the horses for the wagon.
you have rations. You have salted meat. Like, stop trying to kill the horses, Birdman.
Yes.
I'm not
We don't-
trying to kill the horses.
We need
I
fresh
just know
meat. Salted meat no good in stew.
But
Chop, you're
yeah,
a good chef. Just make do.
so I want to explore the area near the camp to make sure we're not being ambushed and figure out good places of approach.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Let's see here.
I
Paco.
think I can do either survival or trying to see if there's another one.
You can do
No
survival
survival.
checks. So, yeah, you'll be doing survival checks there, sir.
Very
Ah,
good.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you don't find anything. It's relatively quiet woods. You're still within the bounds of regular civilization. So, yeah. It's just some lightly forested woods still. You know, there's stumps where people have chopped down trees.
Suspicious.
Chop.
Our stew is
crafted.
very good.
Fantastic. Give me one sec here. Let's
It's
go.
not salty.
Is that sort of trying to get off the wagon?
He's trying to help, but also hide from the horses very poorly at the same time.
All right. Sec. All right, Chop, you make a stew, and it is good. And everybody go ahead and just keep an eye on that.
On that.
So Chop made some
Oh.
successfully tasty stew, and you feel good for it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Gosh, actually, that stew is way higher level than I thought it was.
Yeah, but honestly, how good is +3 to curse and poison bonus
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a tasty stew. You know, you feel warm and your bellies are full, and you're able to camp for the night. So
I just made do with rations.
Good job, Chop.
You are an impeccable chef.
Thank you. I'm the cook.
Very good.
Peck,
Oh.
peck, peck.
We'll
I
also
feel like I have a +3 against horses.
Speaking of horses, we'll also, unbridle the horses, brush them down, feed the horses. I assume horse, if not horse fed with feed was sent with us, then let them graze.
Yay, heavy
Yeah.
downpour.
Yeah, so you guys wake up in the morning and
Oof.
it's raining heavily. So, yeah. Sec here to add some heavy downpour rain here.
But I have a thing about this. I am unaffected.
Oh,
Because I'm a Badlands orc. I am able to withstand the elements and this is heat effects specifically though.
yeah, I mean,
Basically, I treat environmental heat effects as if they were a step less than they are. I thought it was all weather, but it's just heat, so never mind.
it's just rain. It's not going to really do anything to you except get you wet. And it makes it a little harder to see really far off in the distance, but you know where you're going. So you have a map.
Following the road.
Yeah, just follow the road. All right. So, yeah, we'll just carry on with that general routine here, and you find. Okay. Oh. Yeah. You eventually make yourselves to Fort Serenco on the border of the Stolen Lands.
Now, is Fort Serenco, I'm guessing it's on the Brevoy side of the border. Or is it on the Stolen Land side?
On the southern border of Brevoy. But with the growing tensions between Rostland and Isia, the soldiers and scouts stationed here have been recalled to Restov. The fort itself is empty, without any examination revealing evidence that it was abandoned in a swift but orderly manner.
I think this fort was abandoned in a swift and orderly manner.
It would seem so.
Yeah, so,
Swift and swift and orderly?
yes.
I think that's what the book said.
Military precision, sir. Military precision.
If it's military precision, they may have left something.
Oh my god. Zork.
You said it. I was thinking it really hard.
Yeah.
I grew up in a Navy town. I know they left something.
Look, you might find some trinkets and maybe a few like coppers,
Tanks?
but no.
If there's nothing obvious, we're not gonna.
Yeah, seems like the locals got here first.
Yeah, and if you guys would like, you can use the fort to stay for the night, or you can carry on.
This was our travel for the day. I think this would be fun to stay in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We don't have to pitch tents.
We can wait out the rain, set fire, dry our clothes in a fairly safe environment.
Right.
I'm gonna go snooping through desks to see if any morsel of paperwork was left behind.
There's not even desks left. They took
shame
everything.
I patrol the gated walls.
If it wasn't bolted down or built into the ground like the walls, they took it with them. Or,
Ooh.
the people who live in the stolen lands have came and raided it afterwards. So,
Right.
yeah, there's really nothing here. So, all
I
right.
do wonder if they've such a problem with bandits. Why abandon a fort between them and the bandits? Or
I
is
wonder if
that
it has
our
something to do with
entire
the
purpose?
assassins in the city.
They may have felt they needed to redeploy troops because of the tensions between them and Bavaria. Bravoy.
So then the bold choice would be to hire a bunch of, well, us to take care of the problem for them so they can focus on shooting angry glances at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, yeah.
Mercenaries.
Yep. So, yeah.
They're expendable.
I will say we should probably keep an eye out for any further forts. This one's a bit too far away for our immediate purposes, but it would be good to
But we can
remember.
use it as a border check eventually, so we can get all that tariff money.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you guys continue your normal, you continue your presence. You camp, you food. Chop cooks a lovely stew for you again, based off rations. Yeah. And the next day, you make exceedingly good time because the rain fucks off. So, shink,
F off, rain.
go. And you make exceedingly good time and you get to Oleg's trading post. And that is where we're going to leave it for the evening. So, yeah. Shorter session today, but we'll get to
Okay.
Oleg's
Okay.
next week. So yeah, because
Had a
there's
lot of
stuff.
technical.
All right.
Yeah, there's stuff I
There's
got
stuff
set up for
happening.
Oleg's. So yeah.
Cool.
Ah.
All right. So 1 second. Do a screen change.
All right. Let's see.